Hey guys, so real quick, I'll make a quick video today. Been making some connections recently. I just want to report my thoughts and let me know what you guys think about it. Okay, so I've really been trying to crack down on this number 13 that it seems like my whole life was quoted around. Okay, 5'8", 5 plus 8 is 13. Shoe size 8.5, 8 plus 5, 13. I live in the building 490, 4 plus 9, 13. I was born on the 31st. If you write the word out 13, it equals 31. This is in Chaldean, by the way. My license number at the end, there's a 490, 13. Add up all the numbers together, they equal a 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. I don't even know. Like there are so many. There's a sticker on my drawer that I got about like 2019. I ordered this book from Grant Cardone. I'm pretty sure his name equals 13 as well. And the sticker is of the number 13. I'm just like, oh, everyone thinks it's an unlucky number. I don't know. It's pretty lucky for me, it seems. I'll just post it on my, I'll just stick it on my drawer. And I'm like, dude, what the heck is going on? And numerous other connections that I've made. I'm like, okay, why is my whole life coded around 13? What's going on? First I'm like, okay, well, is there some sort, am I connected to some sort of lineage or something? Is it Christ-like? Is it higher consciousness? Whatever. But more and more and more as I research, I feel like it's kind of like what I had in that session with Tina and Karen. It's basically an entity, like an adjustment bureau entity, except it's not one of the bottom guys. It's tip-top guy in a sense. And it may have been the one behind my script. And you could probably guess which one it is. I talked about it in another video. It's Enki. Enki is equal to 13. So the symbolism with Enki. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I was led also to the crypto XRP. I'm like, okay. I did my research. I'm like, okay, XRP is the banker's coin. I'll probably invest in this. This seems like a good investment. XRP is equal to 58. 5 plus 8 is 13. Of course. Their symbol is the phoenix. It's said that it's going to rise from the ashes, right? Like a phoenix. Now, who worshipped the phoenix? Well, the Phoenicians, right? That's why the name Phoenix, and that's why they were the Phoenicians. That's why when you don't read something properly or you don't interpret its definition properly, then you're just a definition because you're only looking at its basic definition, right? A definition. And they were obviously master etymologists, but also master numerologists. And they were very much centered around the number 13, and the color purple, for example, also represented royalty to them. And that was a representation of mixing blue and red, which were polarities, essentially, right? Hot and cold. And they were the masters of polarity, masters of duality. They had essentially figured this matrix out. Matrix also equals 13. And we talk about that a lot here on this channel. Matrix equals 85 actually in English gematria. So that the Phoenicians then transformed or migrated into the Egyptians or the ancient Comedians, which also worshipped the phoenix, right? It's seen in their symbolism with the large wingspan. That phoenix turned into an eagle, the eagle of Rome. The eagle of Rome turned into the eagle of the United States of America, the New Babylon, right? And then what I talked about in my other videos, we saw with the English Empire, they were about dragons. They have dragons on their flag. Whales, they have a dragon on their flag. Actually, whale was a sea dragon. That's why they have that dragon. The Chinese, the East, it's always East versus West, the dragon versus the phoenix, right? We talked about this as well. So it's very apparent, like, okay, this being is a tip-top being, essentially. It's one of the main characters in this matrix that is manipulating the reality. That's why there are 13 elite families, is what we know of, right? 13 and 33 are very interrelated, and the number 17 actually connects to his supposed brother Enlil, Enki and Enlil, right? And Enlil equals 17 in Chaldean gematria. So we have the Q movement, right? Q Q Quetzalcoatl, another dragon. Q is the 17th letter. They're all about the number 17, right? So we see how these are interrelated. Q and XRP and all these things, it's all coming together, right? It's their plan that they're trying to fulfill. It's the new age also intertwined with all of this. All of these things are very much connected, and they have a very similar agenda, and that is to sway all of these people into a new matrix, potentially, okay? A one with much deeper control, and where it's even harder to get out of, all right? And taking it to Greek mythology, we have the father, like Enki also refers to himself as the all-father, the fake father, really, right? He was Zeus. Zeus was the father of all the gods because he was very infidel. He slept with all the women, all the goddesses, everyone that attracted his eye. Very similar to Enki, as I've heard from Nora, as she was describing him as a very much a narcissist that would just prey on innocent women, okay? And so Enki and Zeus definitely have that in common. Not to mention, Zeus's animal, symbolic animal, was the eagle, okay? So it's very likely that Zeus is tied to Enki. And, could be very much tied to my life, my script, and all the characteristics that I'm embodying that I have to break out of, that I have to let go of, and remove this fake personality, because it's the Enki personality, is the Enki archetype, right? We know how the zodiac archetypes feed into us, but they all combine into a sort of god archetype that is basically manipulating, right? Puppeteering and pushing those buttons to get us to act in certain ways, playing our desires, potentially. And Zeus was the father of all the gods, all the Greek gods, right? He was related to all of them through incest, through just mingling with every single one of them. And he had stolen the reign from Kronos, defeating Kronos, right? He had escaped from Kronos' wrath because of his mother, like we talked about in the previous video. And Kronos had done the same to Uranus, right? So whoever Kronos and Uranus were, Uranus being the sky, I haven't fully decoded, but Kronos and Saturn and the Grim Reaper were also connected to my script, as we saw from Tina and Karen's session that I did. I had the Grim Reaper apparently connected to me. So it's kind of like maybe they were both battling over my life. But my point is, hey, if these beings are playing with our lives like that, then there's something going on. And does every person have an entity that they're connected to? Or am I just of that bloodline or something? But let me know in the comments. Are you seeing a specific repeating number? Because this number started happening for me after 2020, after I started awakening, after I started seeing the number 33 as well. But it had always been there, coded into my life, right? I didn't pick where I want to live. I didn't pick my name or what day I was born on, or my shoe size or my height or things like that. It's always been there. It's just then I started picking up on it through the synchronicities, kind of like, okay, we see you, we're watching you, right? So you have to start becoming aware of these numbers. What specific numbers are you seeing repeat in your life? And just like I talked with Jelani about this, are they tied to a specific entity? And then research that entity, that God, that being, and what are its characteristics? And what are you falling prey to because of those characteristics? Right? Are you embodying the same archetype in which you're destined to fulfill the same role? For example, if you're tied to, let's say, Kratos, which is Aries, it's very heavily influencing you, right? You more than likely have a very strong desire, strong warlike nature, a strong temper, in which you're not able to be calmed down and you lash out on everybody else. Oh, hey, that's tied to Kratos. Oh, let me chill out, right? It's just a deeper understanding. You don't have to know exactly who it comes from. You have to simply being aware, like, hey, my temper is out of control, is enough to alleviate it, right? But I like to figure out who is the enemy, who's trying to do this to me, so I can understand them better, right? It's the art of war. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, so you can see what their plans are, what they're doing. And that's what I like to do. That's what I've been researching mainly and connecting the dots on this channel. So let me know what you thought about this. Let me know if you're seeing anything. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.